Okay. For many years, queer stereotypes have been the butt of a joke for Hollywood. Movies and shows such as GBF, Drag Race, and Glee water down gay characters and turn them into shopping-obsessed, nasally speaking side characters, often the advice dealer to the female antagonist or protagonist. This sort of representation often does more harm than good, and the testimonies from the two people following confirm it. In this mini-documentary, we take a good look into the harm that queer stereotypes create and what we can do to destroy it.
My name's Pedro. I live on Earth.
3, 2, 1, go. No instruction at all.
There's this thing in writing where it's called first choice, and it's just, you know, when you close your eyes and you think of that first thing off the top of your head, it's usually the wrong answer, and that's called first choice. And I think it's usually something you try to stay away from. And so I get frustrated when I see a lot of first choice characters or first choice personalities being represented for certain people.
I would say like biphobia is a big thing in the community. That if you're bi and you're not choosing a side, you're not lesbian, you're not straight, so you need to pick a side, and I feel like that's very like looked down upon in the community itself.
If I was to define it, it feels just like a money grab, where it's not really activism. It's more of a means to an end. I need to show support because I would love you to buy my Hondas, or I need to show support because the Hilton Hotel is being crushed by Airbnb.
It makes me kind of feel unwelcome by a lot of people, and feeling that the second I'm going to tell them a sexuality, like my sexuality, they're going to put me in a box and treat me differently than they usually would treat me if I didn't come out to them.
How can we change people's ideas on how queer people are?
I think we could change people's idea of queer people just by, I think, showing them more queer people. I think there's a lot of people who they either create an environment where I think, you know, people don't feel like they can be themselves around them. I think that there's a lot of movies, media, TV shows that they don't show a lot of people in the LGBTQ community, and so I think I think this is a problem, because then suddenly, like, you know, when you see them, how do you react? You know, which of course is just normally just like you would react with anyone, but I think more exposure, I think, is healthier.
I would say try to educate and get representation from people in the media that actually believe and support it and are actual allies, instead of using like the performative activism to like go for it. Educate, but don't push it so much that people want to close themselves off, but just teach as much as we can with the representation that actually believes in the LGBT.